My mom announced she's pregnant for the seventh time, but I'm done raising her kids. So I moved out, but she called the cops on me and this happened. I was 17 when my mom sat me down at the kitchen table and told me she was pregnant again, her seventh kid. I looked at her, then looked at my 5 younger siblings running around our tiny 3-bedroom apartment, and something inside me just snapped. I'd been raising these kids since I was 10 years old. My mom had me when she was 16, and she basically never stopped having babies after that. Every few years there'd be another one. Another mouth to feed, another diaper to change, another kid calling me mama instead of my actual name. By the time I was 12, I was the one making breakfast, packing lunches, doing homework with the little ones. My mom would disappear for days sometimes. She'd go stay with whatever boyfriend she had at the time, leaving me alone with 4 kids under the age of 8. I missed so much school because someone had to watch the babies. Teachers would call home asking why I wasn't in class, and I'd make up lies about being sick. The truth was I was home feeding my 3-year-old brother because mom forgot to go grocery shopping again. When I turned 16 and got my driver's license, things got even worse. Suddenly I was responsible for driving everyone everywhere. Doctor appointments, school pickups, late-night emergency room visits when one of them got sick. I had this old Honda that barely ran, and I'd pack all 5 kids into it like we were clowns in a tiny car. My own life didn't exist anymore. I had no friends because I could never hang out, no after-school activities because I had to get home to watch the kids, no dating, no prom, no normal teenage anything, just me being a mom to kids that weren't even mine. So when she told me about number 7, I asked her the question I'd been too scared to ask for years. Who's gonna take care of this one? Because I'm done. Her face changed instantly. She got this angry look and said I was being selfish, that family helps family, that she sacrificed everything to raise me so I owed her. I laughed at that. Sacrificed what exactly, I asked her. You've never raised any of us. I've been doing it since I was in 5th grade. We got into this huge fight. She called me ungrateful and spoiled, said I had a roof over my head and food to eat so I should stop complaining. But here's what she didn't know. I've been saving money for 2 years. Every birthday, every Christmas, every dollar I made from babysitting other people's kids, I've been hiding it in a shoebox under my bed. I had almost $3,000 saved up. The day after that fight, I packed my stuff while she was at her boyfriend's house. Grabbed my clothes, my school documents, my laptop, everything that mattered. I left a note on the kitchen counter that said I was staying with my friend Ashley's family and I'd finish my senior year from there. Ashley's mom had already agreed to let me stay in their guest room. I moved out on a Tuesday afternoon. By Wednesday morning, there were 2 cops knocking on Ashley's front door. My mom had reported me as a runaway, told them I stole money from her and abandoned my siblings. The officers asked to speak with me, so I came outside and explained everything. Told them I was 17, almost 18, and I'd been the primary caregiver for 5 kids that weren't mine. One of the cops, this older guy named Officer Martinez, seemed really concerned. He asked if I felt safe at home. I said no, not because mom hit me or anything, but because I couldn't do it anymore. I was drowning trying to be a parent when I was still a kid myself. Officer Martinez asked if he could see proof that Ashley's parents agreed to let me stay. Ashley's mom came outside with this letter she'd already prepared. It explained that I was welcome in their home, that they'd provide for me, and that I could finish school while living there. Apparently, Ashley's mom worked for child services, so she knew exactly how to handle this. The other cop went back to his car and made some calls. Came back 20 minutes later and told my mom that since I was 17 and living in a safe environment with adult supervision, they couldn't force me to come home. My mom started screaming about how I was stealing her childcare and ruining her life. Officer Martinez looked at her and said, "Ma'am, your daughter isn't your employee. She's a child herself." Then he asked who was watching my siblings right now. My mom went quiet. Turned out she'd left them home alone to come file this police report. The youngest was only 2 years old. Officer Martinez called child services right there on Ashley's front lawn. I watched my mom's face go pale as she realized what was happening. Within a week, my siblings were temporarily placed with my aunt in another state. My mom had to take parenting classes and prove she could actually take care of them before getting them back. She tried calling me, leaving these long voicemails about how I ruined everything, but I didn't ruin anything. I just stopped fixing her mistakes. I lived with Ashley's family for 8 months, graduated high school with a 3.7 GPA, and got accepted to community college with a full scholarship. My mom did eventually get the kids back, but she also had to get a real job in actual childcare. She had the baby in March. I've never met it, and I don't plan to.